Welcome back, and I'm here to continue. I only did one stage, the last only one part, so I only did like City Escape and then that one mini boss. So I think I left off with Wild Canyon with Knuckles.
I'm Knuckles the Echidna, but you can call me Knuckles. Once again, the Master Emerald was stolen from Angel Island. The thief turns out to be this know-it-all Batgirl of all things. When that Batgirl was within my reach, who do you think shows up? Yep, that's right, Eggman. He came just in time to spoil my plan, and even tried to take the Master Emerald. I managed to break the Master Emerald into pieces before Eggman managed to escape. Now I have to find the pieces. That Batgirl is after the pieces as well. I have to collect them all and put the emerald back together quickly.
Okay. So, yep, it was Wild Canyon, so our first stage with Knuckles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try not to actually use the hints on the computer, but I didn't actually. Sometimes I think one of the stages I'm actually gonna probably use it on, because it can kind of take forever to actually find the pieces of the Master Emerald, and just kind of going all over the place and just spending like almost a half hour on the stage just looking for them. But it was only one of the stages in particular, but I didn't get there yet, so I think this is later in the game. I always loved Knuckles stage music for every one of his stages. Like, even though some of the stages, like two of them, can be like annoying to kind of take a while to actually find the rest of the Master Emerald pieces, but I actually like the music and I enjoy listening to the music as you try to find the rest of the pieces. And my hand slipped on the circle button when I was actually trying to punch those capsules to get those rings. And this one is not even on the radar, so I guess this was pretty lucky to run into. It was actually the last emerald too, the last piece. How lucky was that? I actually just ran into it and actually found it floating around. So now I'm gonna try to find the first piece now, somewhere around here though. But again, I didn't mean to hit the circle button on that hint computer. I was actually trying to destroy those ring capsules, because I can actually find it's not too bad to actually find the Master Emerald pieces in the first stage, but it's just like the later stage I'll pretty much talk about when I get there. That kind of takes a while, and it actually took me a while to actually find the rest of the Master Emerald pieces. Almost like a half hour when I was first playing the game back then. So from the looks of it, it has to be a little bit above. I'm thinking it might be on one of these rocks, but I don't see it. I thought it might be floating around just like I found that other one. That little last piece that I just luckily found. That was pretty lucky to find. So I think it's actually in one of these rocks, floating rocks. It's not in that one, and it's not in that one either. It's in one of these. It has to be, because it's somewhere above in the air. There you go. There's the second piece. I knew it was actually in one of these rocks. Got it. Because it was floating above, and I thought it would be like floating around, but it's not actually visible, so it had to be in those rocks. So the second piece is actually up here. And wow, that quick. That was really quick. Only less than 3 minutes it took me to actually get the rest of the pieces, but I was pretty lucky to actually find that last piece actually in the rocks. Well, floating around up here. So a rank of B. Not too bad. I didn't even expect to actually find that last piece just floating around. It wasn't even on the indicator. So that would have been the last piece. So that was pretty quick.
There's no mistake about it. This must be the island. It's a secret military base that is reinforced and super strong. It's called Prison Island. I heard the news about it on satellite TV. I still can't believe that Sonic would destroy the military building or rob the bank. Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on my way. What? Hey, look, it's Amy.
There's Amy.
And Eggman too.
And Dr. Eggman,
Doesn't matter.
or aka Dr. Robotnik.
Tornado transformation!
So this was a boss fight, and this is gonna be part 1 of them. And I think you're supposed to fight him again later on in the game for a second time. It's pretty easy on this the first try anyway. I'm just trying not to get hit. Let's see if I can go flawless on him. Got him. He didn't even hit me once. Pure domination. That was so quick. Only 22 seconds through. What a slaughter. But it's supposed to be much more difficult later.
But the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
Wow, Tails, you did it!
Because he's supposed to actually have moves.
I'm the one who should be asking that question. Don't you know it's dangerous here? I know, but I'm here to save my hero, Sonic. Again? Hurry! I know.
Yep, again.
No good again. Okay, you stay here. I'll be right back. Don't leave without me. I want to help Sonic too.
Alright. So, we took care of Eggman for the first time. We're supposed to face him off again for a second final time later in the game. So, the next stage I'm about to begin is Prison Lane. But I'm gonna split it here, because I think I had 2 different things in this video. So, because Prison Lane is gonna be a little bit. So, I'll continue in the next part.